Hello, this is Eric Gall, President and Founder of Edison Business Advisors. This presentation is about the support I will require from a seller to prepare their business for sale and complete a successful transaction. There are 9 touch points where I will work with you, the seller, from preparing your business for sale through getting it sold. This starts with assisting with the financial recast and ends with responding promptly to due diligence. I'm going to talk about each of these 9 touch points in the next series of slides. Our first touch point is assistance with the financial recast. The first step will be for me to ask you for several documents. These will include tax returns, financial statements, leases, and a list of major assets to be included in the sale. Once we have this information, I will need your assistance in making adjustments. We will look to highlight expenses such as owner's compensation and owner's perks expensed through the business, such as health insurance or family cell phones, and any unusual one-time expenses such as masks or cleaning supplies during the COVID pandemic. Depending upon the size of the business, we will add these items back to the net income to calculate either SDE, seller's discretionary earnings, or EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Once we have calculated the SDE or EBITDA number, we will use it to estimate a value for your business. If you are comfortable with this value, the next step is to prepare a listing or engagement agreement for your signature. For most businesses, we will use the Standard Business Brokers of Florida listing agreement. It governs the sale of business assets. It has been relatively unchanged in over 30 years, and it is similar to agreements used by business brokers across the United States. For select businesses, we will use a more customized engagement agreement. Once you have signed the listing agreement, I will email you a link to our seller questionnaire. Answers to the questions on the questionnaire will help us prepare all of the marketing materials. These questions are the most common questions buyers will ask. As noted on the slide, some of these questions are related to customers, competitors, employees, and facilities. Continuing on the questionnaire, additional questions relate to products, services, seasonality, vendor relationships, and technology. By thoroughly answering these questions in advance, we will avoid wasting time with buyers who are not a fit or answering the same questions over and over again each time we meet with a buyer. The next touch point is to obtain your approval on the marketing materials. The questions you answer in the questionnaire will assist me in developing ads and teasers. Ads and teasers require just enough information to judge if the business is a fit, but not enough to give away who you are. Confidentiality is the key here. The answers will also be used to develop a confidential business review. The confidential business review is the most important document we share with buyers after they have been vetted. It answers basic questions about the business and will confirm if the business aligns with the buyer's interests and needs. A key touch point is establishing buyer confidentiality parameters. All buyers will be required to sign a non-disclosure agreement, verify their financial viability, and provide information on their background and experience. If they pass inspection, prior to sharing the name of the business and other confidential information, some sellers will want to approve buyers on select criteria such as geography or industry to ensure their employees, competitors, customers, or suppliers do not learn of the potential sale. Buyers who fail to pass the vetting process are not provided information on your business, but are encouraged to look at businesses that meet their criteria. A very important consideration for the business owner is to run the business as you always have. Do not make any changes that would negatively impact revenue, costs, or operations. A buyer is expecting continuity in revenues and profitability after the sale. If you have any questions about changes to the way you operate your business, or if you have major decisions to be made, consult with me first. The next touch point is seller availability for meetings. Buyers will want to meet with you, the seller, early on in the process. It may be a simple phone call or video call. It may be an on-site visit. Understand there may be multiple visits prior to an offer. Buyers will want to feel you are engaged and interested in selling your business. If they do not feel this, they will likely move on to other businesses. A critical touch point is to provide financial information and other updates. Buyers will expect to see quarterly financial statements. Also, if there are any other major changes made during the time of the listing agreement, such as operational changes, new products or services, loss of a key employee, major new customers or contracts, letting me know always allows me to share this information with buyers. It is very important the buyer gains trust in the information provided. If it is out of date or incorrect, they will likely move on to another business. The final touch point I will discuss is responding promptly to due diligence requests. Once you accept an offer, a buyer will request a lot of information. This may include bank and credit card statements, your general ledger, sales tax receipts, contracts, payroll reports, and more. It is very critical to respond promptly to these requests because time kills deals. Responding promptly is critical to completing the transaction. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation. Hopefully it has been of great help to you in preparing your business for sale. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My phone number and email address are on this slide. There are no dumb questions about this process, especially if this is your first time selling a business. Again, thank you, and I look forward to helping you get your business sold.